Hello YouTube. I got this homemade clutch that I came up with. The way it works pretty good. Doesn't get hot or nothing. But takes a little small. I used the brake shoe from a golf cart and cut it in half and then just drill some holes on it and basically what you're trying to do is get your brake shoe, cut it in half. You can use the springs that come with the brake assembly itself. You're gonna use them. They work pretty good. The bolts for your shaft. These are a bunch of nuts and bolts. You're gonna need about a good 15 bolts. Okay. Then you got your little brackets. This is what holds on the brake pads that expand to make your clutch go. Since the way I made it, I used the bearing with the little wings on it, the little eye wings on it. It seemed to have worked out better for me. So the way I had to mount it, my welder's out of service, so I didn't weld. Didn't require no welding at all. This is off of a wheelchair. It's the hub that holds the rim on, and the electric motor, which I may or may not have a piece around here somewhere without my clutter. But anyways, you cut off the motor. It's like a square, electric motor, and you want to cut it. You want to just keep the circle part, just the disc, the little dome. That's what's gonna be your clutch disc, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called, honestly. I just made that up. It was good though. But anyways, yeah, you want to put this together with this, and you mount these on there. But let me show you the finished product, more or less. I took it off. This is another one I made recently. As you can see, this goes into the shaft. As it spins, this expands. Make sure you put them on the right side where you're supposed to have them, to where your engine spins. But these are basically just some brackets off of a what do you call it? A pulley puller. I just figured they were perfect, and there's heavy duty, and they even came with bolts, real heavy duty bolts. So I put lock washers and put spacers just to keep them in place and keep them moving, functional. But now to the disc part. This is the disc part right here. This is what I took off the electric motor right here. Okay. These little babies work real good to space you out. See, my bearing, my work ain't too good. I didn't have my welder, but that's the bearing right there for the outside disc. I usually use belt drives. I'm not too much of a chain fanatic because chains do pop. I mean, I like chains, but they do pop. So I just have just a regular little pulley bolted onto the end of it. Basically, all it does is sits on there. When you bolt it together, your spacer, it keeps it all from everything from touching, and it keeps the other one spinning free. So your disc is always going to be spinning free with the pulley on it. It's like a regular clutch. And as soon as you engage and you give it enough speed, RPMs, it will open up and grab this, and this will make sure forward motion. Like it, questions, let me know. I also make them with drum brakes to golf carts, which seems to work pretty good too, but they get a little too hot. Something like this. They get a little too hot though. This too, and then this cast iron, so you always take the risk of it shattering on you and blowing up. So I don't think it's too safe. Not that my idea is safe either, but I mean, if you're willing, try it at home. But okay, YouTube. Bye.